Good morning. It's Friday morning. Trying to look halfway decent. I'm sorry. Don't laugh at my wrinkles. I left my lotion and stuff at the hospital. Just another fast update for you guys. Wednesday, Brian decided he wanted to go to the hospital. Wasn't super excited about it, but honoring his wishes for treatment, we went. I think on my last video I told you guys that his immune system was pretty much gone, and I'm sorry I'm always driving, but it seems like I just don't really have time to video or let you guys know, and I just want to do a video because it's just super fast to be able to do and to get out to everybody. Typing it up and all that stuff just takes forever. So Wednesday he decided to go to the hospital. Part of that was because I had a little meltdown, not at him, but I just, you know, since he's gotten home from the hospital, we literally, I think, have had 2 or 3 nights that we've even really slept. Like maybe 5 or 6 hours at a stretch. And so it's been, anyway, after a while, I just am not one of those people who can stay up for long periods. Brian always was, but not me. If I don't have 16 hours of sleep, you don't want to talk to me or mess with me. Anyway, I was so exhausted, and I couldn't get his pain controlled, and I was making stupid mistakes, and anyway, and so I was mad at myself, but I think he thought I was frustrated with him, and I wasn't, but you know, because I'm a baby and I just start huffing and puffing and sitting things down just a little bit hard, and he's like, I'm sorry you're having to deal with this. I'm like, I'm not upset with that. What I'm mad about is that like I totally didn't hook up the IV right, and it flooded all over him. Anyway, so then he had to we had to change his clothes and change the bed, and which made me frustrated because he has no energy, and I'm making him stand up. Anyway, enough of that. But so he's like, let's go to the hospital. And then he got there and he's like, I'm here because of my wife. She needs some sleep and rest. And of course I just kind of laugh at that because like I'm going to get any sleep while he's in the hospital, but whatever. But I think it was a good call. I mean, sort of. It's kind of in the air. One thing that I know many of us get frustrated with is our medical system does not do things to prevent. They basically do things once something has gotten so bad. And so we get there, they decided they were going to do a platelet transfusion. They did that. They also decided that they would have him stay and do a Granic shot. His white blood count was down to 0.1. And then when they redid blood in the hospital that next day, there was 0. So his monocytes, leukocytes, neutrophils, white blood cell count were all 0 or nothing. Anyway, so they decided that they were going to do that. So they've done 2 Granic shots. Blood is not moving anywhere. His platelets did not go up after the platelet infusion. They decided today, now that his hematocrit is at a 6, maybe no, wait, is that hematocrit or hemoglobin? Anyway, I think it might be hemoglobin. One of them is a 6. They don't transfuse unless it's at a 7, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So now they're trying to get blood for him. He's B negative. So they're trying to get blood for him. They had to find it or something and have it delivered. So I guess that's probably why they don't just take care of things just to take care of them, because maybe it's hard to get blood. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, they're going to do a transfusion. So I left to run home and get a shower really fast, and so I can go sit with him and be there during his transfusion. But anyway, his blood's not going anywhere. The oncologist said that they're not surprised about the Granic shots, that you know, he's so debilitated that it could take a couple days. His CMP was looking actually really good in the ER. It had started to rise, a lot of his levels. I had gotten his calcium up and his sodium, and not to normal, but it was starting to rise with the treatments I was doing, and now I can't do any vitamins, and so everything has headed south. His calcium levels are even lower. He had a long QT intervals in his heart. His oxygen and vitals are good though. Anyway, so we'll continue to see. We're probably going to be there for a few more days, so want to apologize to the neighbors. If my dogs bark in the middle of the night, you can always just lock them inside. I didn't lock them inside because no one's going to be there to open the door, and I don't want to forget and not let them out. But please feel free to lock them in our garage if they bark too much. I did feed them and check on them. Winnie is really the one that loves to bark at night, and I'm so sorry. I think she's deaf, and so she can't hear herself bark, so she just continues to bark. But so other than that, we're, I guess, doing okay. Brian he has no albumin or protein, so his ankles and feet are swelling now. He does have some pitting edema. He requires significant assistance with all of his daily care, so I'm there with him. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I told him I don't know that I want to continue to do radiation and chemotherapy, but obviously that's up to him. He got done a week early, and it's up to him whether he wants to do that. But I said we did 5 weeks. I don't think that this is quality of life, but that's up to you, and I will honor whatever you want to do. I said let's just get the Optune early and start looking at other treatments that we can get you on. So I think he's a little down today. I think, we're getting very prepared, which maybe I shouldn't share stuff with him as much, but I really want him to know, what we're doing, what's going on. His work sent us information for his disability that we need to have filled out. It's not because he's going to do that. We just want to have it prepared in case. But yeah, like today, he's like, well, call Aiden and have him go get the mini fridge. It probably needs cleaned out, and take it to your building. And then he says I need some equipment from over there. And yeah, so I think he's just having a bad day. He's not feeling good, and so he's like, yeah, it doesn't sound like I'm gonna or it doesn't look like I'm gonna get back to work. But he still has several more weeks, and I mean, obviously you can see why he gets super frustrated, and he does have petechiae all over his body. If you don't know what that is, that's basically the purple or red dots all over your body. His platelets are like 7, I think now, even after the platelet transfusions. So basically what's happening is if we touch him, he bleeds. They were poking his fingers for blood sugars, which I get, he was on NPO, but oh, by the way, that means nothing by mouth, basically. So they can't eat anything. He was ice chips only to rest his gut. But yeah, you touch him, he's got all over his belly, all over his legs. He's just got purple petechiae everywhere. So we're hoping platelets and stuff will start going up, but I don't know. So I might have to sneak some vitamins in to there and just give him some. I don't know. I don't want to get kicked out of the hospital though, for him. And he is super pale again today. Yesterday he looked a little bit better, but today he's super pale again, and obviously his hemoglobin, I think. Anyway, you nurses know my brain is not working today. Anyway, so he's super pale. You can tell he's breathing fast, and as he talks, he kind of has shortness of breath. So he went from like almost an 11 to a 6 overnight. And yeah, and just overnight I noticed as I'm taking him into the restroom and everything that he's got more petechiae everywhere. So anyway, so I guess that is the update. nobody can come see him currently. I mean, I'm letting the kids and family, you have to wear a mask, but if you want to talk to him, just text, call, or, you know, video call, whatever. I'm hoping in the next couple days he'll start heading up and we can get him home and starting back on vitamins. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't plan on going to Mexico the 15th, because we wouldn't have been able to do that. They did call us today to see where we're at, and I just said he's in the hospital right now, so no plans. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I will keep you updated on how everything is going. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.